Good afternoon, boot fanatics. Today we are going to take a look at a couple of different boots by different companies. We're going to do a little bit of comparison because what I want to take a look at is the difference in quality and price. So I'm going to have something that's very high end, something middle, and something that's not low end, but let's just take a look. Okay, I want to start out with a very popular boot and a not really popular skin. That's Lucchese. These right here are Lucchese lizard skin. Get a close look. These are beautiful boots. Now, if you look, you're going to see they're in pieces, but it goes together really well. Now, these boots are going to run you at about 700 bucks. And a lot of people are going to go, $700 for cowboy boots? Well, if you're into boots like I am, that's a medium price boot. And you get what you pay for. These are all leather interiors. The top is leather. Beautiful design work on these. It's got solid leather soles. You can't see them, but these do use the wood pegs and are single stitch so that if you need to have them resoled, you can have that done. This got a smaller leather heel, which I've found very comfortable. I've worn these boots a lot. It's got, you can't see it with this, but it has its own thin footbed in it, and I really like it. It's one of the first boots that I bought that I didn't have to add an insole to. I have worn these for really long days, and they've started to mold to my foot. And even though the lizard, which is Tehu lizard, it's very scratch resistant, it's very stiff, but it's growing more comfortable the more that I wear it. Now, surprisingly to some of you that are familiar with Lucchese, these are actually made in Mexico, probably Leon, Mexico. But they're on the same same sizing as your regular Lucchese. So that's the Lucchese lizard. It's Tehu lizard. Let's see, it's got a part number in it. Let's see here. It's an M2904. Now, this is a new company. Check out this boot right here. This is just a cowhide boot with a really nice full leather, kind of a Celtic type top. It's got your synthetic sole. It has got both your lemon wedge pegs and your brass nails. It's got a very nice stacked leather heel with this 1/4 inch rubber sole. It's a little bit heavy. This company is Capitan. I had never heard of them. I saw these boots. I saw the tops. I was like, wow, that's a beautiful boot. The fit, they're a little bit on the large size, but I wouldn't recommend someone sizing down because they're not that. I'd say maybe a 1/4 of a size up because I wear a 9.5. These are a 9.5 and they fit pretty good. I think they will break in and fit even better. But these were a surprise. These were $325. These boots came with their individual silk bags. They had the more professional upright that goes in here to keep your roundness. And of course they had something that would go into the toe, but really nice leather. It's thick, but it's very soft. It feels good on the foot. I like the way the profile of the boot. It's got the 1-inch toe, which I didn't mention that on Lucchese. It also has the 1-inch toe. But this is a very level feeling boot when you walk. It's, even though it's a little bit heavier than Lucchese, probably by nearly a pound a boot, it's very comfortable to walk. All right. Now I want us to jump up on the price. And when I tell you this price and show you this boot, you may turn your nose up or laugh or whatever, but that's okay. This company made the hat that I've got on, which is a 100% beaver fur and white hair. It's a Kemosabe Grit. Company Kemosabe is out of Aspen, Colorado. This right here is their Grit Bronco boot. It's just takes you back to like the Roy Rogers days, like the 50s and the early 60s styling. It's got your snip toe. There's your toe bug on it. Now this right here is Coyo Rancher leather. It's suede, but it's not the flimsy suede. It's actually got structure on the inside. I actually taught, it's the cool thing about Kemosabe is you can call them and talk to them of the sole on it. You can tell I've worn these. Once again, this has got the lemon pegs. It's got the rubber. Beautiful craftsmanship. Now this is a $1,200 boot. Now don't fall over or anything. This is a comparison for these. I have worn these on pretty long days, and what surprises me is they don't stretch. A lot of your suede boots will just stretch all out of shape within, the first few times that you wear it. But this is this Coyo, which is the better part of the leather. It's probably why you're paying so much more for these. But it is complete all the way around. Just the boot construction is just marvelous. Once again, these run very true to size. This is a 9.5. It's one of the best fitting boots that I've ever put on. You have plenty of room. When your foot goes into this, it expands just enough. The lady I talked to at Kemosabe, she said the more you wear it, the better it'll feel, which is true with a lot of good boots. It's got leather sole, really nice stacked leather heel and this has got it's a rider style, but it's the shorter height, which I like. It's about 1.5 inches. But it's just a beautiful boot all the way around. It's got your little Lone Star. This is actually made in El Paso, Texas. These are handmade, as you probably figured out. They're just a great quality boot and very comfortable. I get a lot of compliments from them. It's just a neat boot. So there we go. We got 3 different boots, 3 different price ranges. You say, is it worth it? When you go from a $325 boot, which to some people that's expensive, and then you go all the way up to a $1,200 boot. My answer to that is, if you can afford it, if you're into boots as much as I am, yes, there is a difference in the way the boot feels when you're wearing it. Now, I don't wear a $1,200 boot every day. I usually reserve it for, going out to a nice place with my wife and my kids or something like that. Now, these lizard boot, $700 you're going to pay for materials, and this is also handcrafted. Even in Mexico, they've been doing it for generations. This is a boot you can wear every day because it's going to put up with rain, it's going to put up with bumps, and it's hard to scuff because it's a really hard skin. So if you've got the money and you want a boot that's going to really go with about anything you wear and you can wear it for any occasion, this is a really good way to go. Now, just getting this boot, I don't know how it's going to be yet. I haven't had a chance to take it out and wear it to see how it wears. I love the way it looks. I've worn it around the house. I've worn it went outside on concrete. It feels good. It's a little bit heavy, but other than that, I really love the way it feels, the way it's shaped, and the inside padding on it. So, give me some comments. I know there's plenty of boot fanatics out there. I've had on my other videos, a lot of people chime in talking about something. There's a lot of companies coming out that I've never heard of, that I've come upon. I'm going to do another video on another boot that I just got that's really nice. R. Watson, that's another boot to look out for. Your bigger companies, Olathe, Lucchese, Justin, Nakona, all of those, they've all got new things coming out. So keep an eye out, keep an ear out, and enjoy your boots. And y'all have a great day. Signing off, GT.